Well, YouTube, Tearful Sight here. Going to be going over the case of the Georgia woman, Atlanta, Georgia, mind you, Miss Love, that I had a dream of a name that came to my head. What the hell was it? Bear with me. Bear with me a moment. Let's go here for a sec. In the gallery of my photos. Here we have it. Shirley Love. Of course, Shirley Atlanta came in a dream, mind you. And, this would be like the third or fourth freaking name, mind you, that has came into a dream. And I looked the person up, and there they are. Someone with a very horrific backstory and a tragedy all of its own. A missing person case. Now, one thing I did not know in my last video on this Shirley Love was, and it didn't say it in the article. I went through the article and it didn't say nothing. In another article, I went in to look a deep more. Yep, there it went. You have yourself schizophrenia and bipolar depression. Two severe, other than, PTSDs, post-traumatic traumatic stress disorder, right? What the military get. What I have, actually. But lowered down the bipolar into schizophrenia, that's just as bad. So, I mean, it does put a whole different perspective on this case when I started it. But, it really is one of them cases, man, that you're going to sit here and scratch your head. So I found the intersection, and to me, this is kind of a poor investigation, because not only, right, do they not have a lot of info, they to say that this woman, has, went in an unknown direction. Exactly what it said. So wherever she was at, whether it be Zaxby's chicken, but this was 8 in the morning. So at 8 in the morning, I don't think a chicken hut's open, nor this whiskey barbecue. Them are like lunch, dinner menus. But, there is an IHOP. There is the Family Dollar. Yummy's Cafe is here. I don't know if she would have been at the farmer's market. Them things run like once a month. I don't know how it runs out there, but, it's some scary stuff. And it's insane. Now, I believe in my, findings or looking up on schizophrenia and, bipolar. Them are the type of people that need a little more extra support. And she was not with nobody this day. But as you can see with her picture that I just showed you, she obviously is with family or friends. But I think these type of diagnosed people need more support. They shouldn't be left alone too long. Just in case, right? Something does happen. Now, it doesn't even say if she was driving. It's just saying, unknown direction. I mean, I'm sure the officers or the investigators at the time hopefully went through every store here that was open, at least, to see if anybody seen Shirley anywhere. And it's like, but it seems to be sad that maybe they didn't. Just to think, an unknown direction. I mean, yeah, where the hell was, which way? Going east, west, north, south. I know one thing, as we can look in the back here, we do have a Regency Inn. To me, when you see motels, hotels, or the Holiday Inn, I start getting curious about surroundings. Whether it be a stalker in a car or someone that rents a room. That right there tells me more in this story. And it seems that would have been the only place besides all the housing community here. You could have someone living in the friggin' housing community, right? One of them people that sit there and say, oh, geez, I wonder what it's like to. And then go on with their daily lives like nothing ever happened. But just to see that Regency Inn, and I'm sorry, all the red carpet in, Regency Inn, I hate to say, but kind of looks like a dive. There's also wooded areas there, over here, plant here, and there is the possibility, and there's also a lake of some sort here, but wandering. I mean, if it would be this whole area to get searched, did it get searched? And to me, the way the article goes, and I read two of them, one didn't speak of schizophrenia nor the bipolar, and they both don't speak of, searching of the area. All they want is to help public's help that day, if anybody's seen her, but, oh man, it's just so stupid. Because things that need to be searched or looked at, and if they're gonna say that this woman just walked off in a, unknown direction, then maybe they should be looking in the wooded areas and whatnot. Did it get checked? Because you do have a path over here, and you do have a path over here that could easily just be, someone, if they're gonna go with her, mental health, then that's the first thing I'd be doing, looking around to see, right, if she went wandering off in some wooded area because whatever she's thinking at that moment of time. Obviously, there was something going on in her life that made her felt down or whatnot. And that schizophrenia, boy, ain't no joke. I have a family member that's right. He has it. I'll tell you right now, he does have some support. Lots of support. Especially my aunt, his mother, has good support. And I do believe he lives with her because I was just talking to him about with his oldest sister not too long ago. So, it's just one of them things. And then here we are with my cousins again that I haven't seen in eons because of, family quarrels or type of stuff, things that went down at the time. But these are things to remember and to think about. And I'll be right back. So anyways, as I was saying, I'm going to wrap this up. Poor investigating, searching in my behalf to even think that they searched or did anything throughout this, area. I believe they did not do too well of a good job, especially when the less information you get out of cases. I hate these cases that come up on this with just very little info. And especially when they're saying, oh, she went in an unknown direction. The map's closing up on me. But anyways, it's one sad situation. Always a sad situation. I don't know why my phone's screwing up. And as you can see, as we did our mapping today, there's a lot of places where she could be at, where she could have went. But the case is, right, was there any searching done within that whole area? Other than that, I think she was swooped up by someone, taken advantage of at that. That's what I think. Taken advantage of, kidnapped, led to her demise. I mean, this woman could have been targeted. Anybody with a disability would be the first ones to get really targeted. So, with that being said, the less information, the worse the case. And I think it's just nuts that man, sucks to say, but like I say in the beginning, and I'll say it one more time, people with schizophrenia and bipolar need more support. I mean, it does suck that, right, they'll think, hey, I'm a grown adult. I don't need you around me 24/7. But if that's the case, and it is well needed, they can't be judgmental on themselves. They can't, make their own judgment if they're gonna end up like this. So, it's just, oh man, this is a sad situation. Especially when people will sit there and say, I don't need your help, I don't need help, but they really do. They really do. And if they don't get the support they need, sad situation. This is what ends up, in the end, happening. So, what did happen to Shirley Love? There's a lot of stuff around here, boy, that could lead to her demise. Pond, wooded area, trashy hotel that's housing the wrong people. And this don't really look to me like would be some type of tourist town, say so. Just a lot of bored people, nothing to do with their lives. I mean, don't get me wrong, this could be, it is on the outskirts of Atlanta, Georgia. So yeah, I mean, but as you can see, Riverdale down there, Atlanta, Georgia up here, that's where the real action is. That is a tourist town. Hey, who knows? Maybe they made it on down there. Tourist town, the outskirts of town do have cheaper rates. So if anybody does happen to be out there touristing or looking for a good time of thrilling themselves with their next say-so serial kill. One would say going on the outskirts of town is the place to be. Yep. I don't know what this town is. Oh, that's the airport. Atlanta, Georgia airport. Big ass airport, boy. Whew. So, well, it is, like I said, I can't say that it's, not a popular town, but being on the outskirts of Atlanta, very, very, very interesting. Motown, yeah. Some Motown music. I don't know, is that the town or a friggin' say-so start a Motown type thing? Atlanta, yes, that is a hot spot for tourists. A lot of hauntings out there too. And it's just sad that now that she is another haunted story left. To be seen in a picture. Trapped in time. Never to be seen again. Let's give Shirley here a moment of silence. Because one would think that if she just went lost just because of her mental health state, one would already probably have been found. But to be in a town, say so, or a place at the wrong time, I believe that's the question. Wrong place, wrong time. Even though she lived there. But I'm sure there's someone out in this area just stalking people. Women in general. Looking for the, more the unaware type. Not a care in the world. Looking just to seem distraught is right. Seem like they're out there just, not enjoying life, but lost in life, lost in thought. And that's what schizophrenia and bipolar depression does. Leave you lost, leave you not knowing, leave you looking vulnerable. And I think that's what happened to her. She got picked up, unfortunately. I'm going to see what I can get out, what else I can get out of this case. But I didn't do an update on it. Nothing really came up either. Update, nothing. Just the same old stuff. And they don't suspect foul play. Which I do. And I think this case should be looked at different. Let alone just, her mental health got the best of her. Now she's lost. Unbelievable. Till the next video, folks. Be safe. Take care. Always beware. Because people like Shirley Love only prove that fact. Beware.